Hey! Oh, who's blowing on the trumpet? Hello! Hi, Riley. Hi, Casey. It's very good to see you come. I'm glad to see you here, Riley. Did you know about Horton the elephant? We're having Horton the elephant today by Dr. Seuss. But first, I think I better play a... I think we should play a song. You want to have a duo? Horton and I will have a duo. That was the duo of Horton and Hose. And now comes the story.
I have a cold in my nose.
I didn't know about your cold.
I have a cold in my nose.
What will you do?
I'll just let you play the hose.
All right. And now we're going to have the story about when Horton did this. Do you remember this book, Horton?
Yes. I remember this story. I sat on an egg.
This is when you sat on an egg.
I sat on an egg.
This is when Horton sat on an egg.
Because I said I would. I did.
Because Horton said that he would sit on an egg.
And so I sat.
Just like a bird sits on an egg, Horton sat on it. This elephant sat on an egg. I don't know why.
Let me blow my nose.
Oh, I don't know if I have a Kleenex or something.
Okay. Do I sound better now?
I don't have a... Ew.
How do I sound?
You sound very good.
Thank you.
I think you're ready for this story hour. Riley, are you ready for the story hour? It's going to be Horton Hatches the Egg by Dr. Seuss. By the way, do you like being in a book?
I do. It's good to be in a book because then when the book closes, you can get some sleep.
All right. Okay, we're going to start it then. But you're going to have to wake up, though, if you're going to be in this book.
I'm awake now. I'm not inside the book.
All right. Okay, so here comes Horton Hatches the Egg. That was the introductory concert. Now we'll turn the page. Oh no! The words fell out of the book, and the pictures fell out of the book. There's nothing in this book.
I turned the page, Andy.
That's probably because you came out of the book. That explains everything.
I used to be right there. I came out. But there's more. You just turned the page.
I don't know. Look! I thought we were going to read Horton Hatches the Egg, but then I opened the book and... there was no words in this book!
You know why? You know why? You know why these pages are like this?
Why are these pages like this?
Because they've already been read.
See? They've already been read.
I just made that up.
That's very good. Okay, well, I guess that's the end of the story hour then, because, you know, there's nothing left in this book. I don't know. I'll just check on the back. Let's try the back. Same thing. Check this out. This book has already been read, just like Horton said. The words and the pictures fell out of this book already. What a mess.
Oh, well. I guess.
Well, oh!
Oh,
I just saw the wind. The wind turned the page.
the wind?
The wind turned this page, and there was words.
Words?
That means there is a story still in the book.
You mean I can't take a nap?
Well, you can take a nap if you want to.
Okay.
But I might have to wake you up.
All right, wait. I'm gonna take a nap over here. I'm gonna take a nap right now.
All right, you can take a nap. I'll just lean over like you can take a nap here. All right. Okay, here comes the story. This is actually, I will try to do this story now. Here comes the story. Excuse me, it's hard to see the pages when you, excuse me.
Sorry. I snored so loud I woke myself up.
That's probably a good thing. Okay, now here comes the story of Horton. Oh, wait a minute. Hatches the egg. Egg. The egg. Is it time to start reading the story now?
Read it.
Okay. I'm a little bit worried about it, actually. Okay. Because it might be that I'll turn the page and there will be nothing there.
There might be an egg.
All right, let's turn
Or
the page.
an egg.
All right, I'll just have to see. We're reading. Oh, some new people came. We have to start again from the beginning.
No!
Oh, all right. Okay, so here comes the story of Horton Hatches the Egg by Dr. Seuss and by Horton. Yep. Okay, here goes the story. I'm about to start. Are you ready for me to start the story? You don't want me to read the front again? I could read the front again. Or I could read this page that's all red again.
Go to the words, Andy.
Oh, the words? Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready? Sighed Maisy, a lazy bird hatching her egg. I'm tired and I'm bored and I've kinks in my leg from sitting, just sitting here day after day. It's work. How I hate it. I'd much rather play.
Oh, here comes Maisy.
I'd take a vacation, fly off for a rest if I could find someone to sit on my nest.
You're my egg.
My hair
Get
is
off
not.
there. Get off.
My hair is not a nest.
No, I wanna.
They
Get
think.
off.
No, I'm this is my egg.
They think my hair is a nest. My hair is not a nest.
It could be a nest. Come on.
Come on.
All right.
I'd take a vacation, fly off for a rest if I could find someone to sit on my nest. If I could find someone, I'd fly away free. Then Horton the elephant passed by her tree.
La 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 la.
Hello, called the lazy bird, smiling her best. You've nothing to do and I do need a rest. Would you like to sit on the egg in my nest?
Want to sit on my egg?
The elephant laughed. Why, of all silly things, I haven't feathers and I haven't wings. Me on your egg? Why, that doesn't make sense. Your egg is so small, ma'am, and I'm so immense.
I'd squish it.
Tut tut, answered Maisy. I know you're not small, but I'm sure you can do it. No trouble at all. Just sit on it softly. You're gentle and kind. Come be a good fellow. I know you won't mind. I can't, said the elephant.
Because I have such a big behind.
Please, begged the bird. I won't be gone long, sir. I give you my word. I'll hurry right back. Well, I'll never be missed.
I'll be right back.
Very well, said the elephant.
Okay.
Since you insist, you want a vacation, go fly off and take it. I'll sit on your egg and I'll try not to break it. I'll stay and be faithful. I mean what I say. Toodaloo, sang out Maisy. and fluttered away. The first thing to do, murmured Horton. Let's see, the first thing to do is to prop up this tree and make it much stronger. That has to be done before I get on it. I must weigh a ton. Then carefully, tenderly, gently, he crept up the trunk to the nest where the little egg slept. You did a very good job.
Thank you.
Then Horton the elephant smiled. Now that's that. And he sat, 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 and he sat. You want to sing along with me? Sat, and he 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 sat,
and I sat.
and he sat all that day, and he kept the egg warm, and he sat all that night through a terrible storm. It poured and it lightened, it thundered, it rumbled. This isn't much fun, the poor elephant grumbled. I wish he'd come back, 'cause I'm cold and I'm wet. I hope that Maisy bird doesn't forget.
I hope she doesn't forget to come back for her egg.
Is she gonna forget?
Surely a good mother would never forget her
A good
egg.
mother would never forget her egg. Surely. But Maisy by this time was far beyond reach, enjoying the sunshine way off in Palm Beach, and having such fun, such a wonderful rest, decided she'd never go back to her nest.
I'm going to Palm Beach.
Jack is here with a shark.
Uh-oh.
So Horton kept sitting there day after day. Soon it was autumn, the leaves blew away. And then came the winter, the snow, and the sleet. Let's make the sound of like high winds blowing in the snow. And icicles hung from his trunk and his feet.
And my tusks.
But Horton kept sitting and said with a sneeze,
Achoo!
I'll stay on this egg and I won't let it freeze.
I'm gonna take care of this egg.
I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful, 100%.
Yeah.
Look at this picture of you. You were covered with ice back then.
Wow.
This was really bad. I don't know how you did this.
I don't know either.
It was really bad.
I look like a woolly mammoth.
You did. You do look like a woolly mammoth. It would be. You'd be warmer if you were a woolly mammoth. So poor Horton sat there the whole winter through, and then came the springtime with troubles anew. His friends gathered round, and they shouted with glee, "Look, Horton the elephant's up in a tree." You want to say that with me? Horton the elephant's up in a tree. They taunted, they teased.
Horton's in a tree. Ha 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 ha. Ah. Oh, let go. Oh, sorry, got excited.
A shark! Horton the elephant's up in a tree. They taunted, they teased him, they shouted, "How absurd! Old Horton the elephant thinks he's a bird." They laughed and they laughed, and they all ran away. You want to laugh? They weren't very nice. Horton was lonely. Oh no, Horton was lonely. Wait a minute. He wanted to play, but he sat on his egg and continued to say, now he says, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and elephant's faithful 100%. Let's all say that. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and elephant's
faithful.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, this egg must be tended. But poor Horton's troubles were far, far from ended, for while Horton sat there, so faithful, so kind, 3 hunters came sneaking up softly behind.
Oh no!
Check out these hunters.
Not hunters.
I know hunters came. He heard the men's footsteps. He turned with a start. 3 rifles were pointed right straight at his heart. Did he run? Did he run? He did not. Horton stayed on that nest. He held his head high and he threw out his chest. And he looked at the hunters as much as to say, shoot if you must, but I won't run away. Now we say, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and elephant's faithful 100%. Let's try it. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Elephant's faithful 100%. Oh, this is really bad. This page is really bad. But the men didn't shoot. Much to Horton's surprise, they dropped their 3 guns and they stared with wide eyes. Look, they all shouted. You want to say look? Look! Can such a thing be? You want to say can such a thing be? Can such a thing be? An elephant sitting on top of a tree. Let's all say that. An elephant sitting on top of a tree. It's strange, it's amazing, it's wonderful new. Don't shoot him, we'll catch him. That's just what we'll do. Let's take him alive. Why, he's terribly funny. We'll sell him back home to a circus for money.
Sell me?
The first thing he knew, they had built a big wagon with ropes on the front for the pullers to drag on. They dug up his tree and they put it inside with Horton so sad that he practically cried. We're off, the men shouted, and off they all went with Horton unhappy. 100%. Poor Horton, look at this. This is very bad. They put him in this cage. They put you in a cage?
No.
That's bad.
No.
This is really bad. This book is a bad book. I don't think we should read a book like this, and it's bad.
It could have a happy ending.
A happy ending? How could it have a happy ending when it's so bad? Let's check the ending. Oh, the ending is already read. We already read the ending. Up out of the jungle. Oh, wait a minute. We have to. They're going now. Here they go. Up into the sky. Up over the mountains 10,000 feet high. Then down the mountains and down to the sea went the cart with the elephant, egg, nest, and tree. Oh my God. Then out of the wagon and onto a ship out over the ocean. And oh, what a trip! Oh, rolling and tossing and splashed with the spray. A shark was coming, a shark was coming, a shark was coming, oh no! A shark is coming, a shark. You can come up the front. A shark is coming, a shark was coming, the shark was coming, oh no! Rolling and splashing and tossed with the spray, the shark was coming, the shark was coming. Rolling and splashing and tossed with the spray, the sharks are here, the sharks were coming. Here come the sharks were coming. Watch out for the sharks! And Horton said, day after day after day, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, but oh, I am seasick! 100%!
I don't feel good. And there's a shark after me. You're not going to hurt me, shark? Oh, thank you.
He's a nice shark.
You're a nice shark. Don't eat my egg. Thank you.
He said he's not going to eat the egg. Thank you, nice shark. Do you want to come back out front, shark?
Come on, Becky.
That way you can see the puppet show.
Come over here.
After bobbing around for 2 weeks like a cork, they landed at last in the town of New York, New York! All ashore, the men shouted, and down with a lurch went Horton the elephant, still on his perch, tied onto a board that could just scarcely hold him. Bump! Oh, bump! Horton landed, and then the men sold him. What? Sold to a circus? Then week after week, they showed him to people at 10 cents a peek. They took him to Boston, to Kalamazoo, Chicago, Weehawken and Washington too, to Dayton, Ohio, St. Paul, Minnesota, to Wichita, Kansas, and Drake, North Dakota. And everywhere, thousands of folks flocked to see and laugh at the elephant up in a tree. Poor Horton grew sadder the farther he went. But he said as he sat in that hot, noisy tent, okay, I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, and elephant's faithful 100%. Let's say it. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. An elephant's faithful 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then one day, the circus show happened to reach a town way down south, not so far from Palm Beach.
Ooh.
And dawdling along way up high in the sky, who of all people should chance to fly by but that old good-for-nothing bird? Runaway Maisy, still on vacation and still just as lazy, and spying the flags and the tents far below, she sang out, "What fun! Why, I'll go to the show."
A circus!
And she swooped from the clouds through an open tent door. Good gracious, gasped Maisy, I've seen you before!
It's you!
Poor Horton looked up with his face white as chalk. He started to speak. But before he could talk, there rang out the noisiest ear-splitting squeaks. Let's make a squeak.
Squeak! 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 Squeak!
From the egg that he'd sat on for 51 weeks. Let's so squeak
What?
again. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Squeaking?
A thumping, a bumping, a wild alive scratching. My egg! Shouted Horton. Say, my egg, why it's hatching. Let's all say that. My egg, why it's hatching! Did you think it would hatch?
I did.
You did? Did you? Did you think it would hatch? Did you think it would hatch?
Yeah.
They thought it would hatch, Horton.
It's my egg!
Exactly, but it's mine, screamed the bird when she heard the egg crack. The work was all done, now she wanted it back. It's my egg, she sputtered. You stole it from me.
You thief! You stole my egg!
Get off of my nest and get out of my tree.
Get out of here.
Poor Horton backed down with a sad, heavy heart. Look at this. Maisy's making him go away.
Oh.
But
Oh my.
But at that very instant, the egg burst apart! And out of the pieces of red and white shell from that egg that he'd sat on so long and so well, Horton the elephant saw something whiz. It had ears and a tail and a trunk, just like his. What is this?
A bird of
What?
eggs.
What?
He sat on it.
And the people came shouting, "What's this all about?" Everybody say, "What's this all about?"
What's this all about?
They looked and they stared with their eyes popping out. Okay, make your eyes pop out. Make your eyes pop out. Then they cheered. Okay, everybody cheer. And they cheered. Keep going. And they cheered more and more. They'd never seen anything like it before. My goodness. Can you say my goodness?
My goodness.
My gracious.
My gracious.
They shouted, "My word."
My word.
It's something brand new.
Woo.
It's an
Elephant bird.
An elephant.
An
bird.
elephant bird. And it should be. It should be. It should be like that. Because Horton was faithful. He sat and he sat.
Yeah.
He meant, let's all say it. He meant what he said. And he said what he meant. And they sent him home happy 100%. Let's say that. And they sent him home happy 100%. Yay! And that is the end of the story of Horton Hatches the Egg because we read it. See, it's red. We read it all.
Oh, hello there. Nice shark.
And the shark came too. Woo! Woo! And thank you for coming for Story Hour. Woo!